position and wait for my go.
Hi, welcome to your tutorial week 5. Okay, so in this week 5 we're going to proceed from our week 4 tutorial, where we're going to create a positioning for our content using margin. Okay, so basically it's the same with CS6 but with different interface. Alright, so the way that you want to proceed, either you can download from week 4 folder, or you can use a week 4 folder that you already have created last week, and we're going to proceed from there. Okay, so from week 4 folder, alright, so if you look into your week 4 folder last week, this is what you have. So if I open with Google Chrome, okay, so this is what I have for now. Okay, so we're going to create a content for our website. Okay, so what we're going to do, since it is the same file, I'm just going to copy and paste this one and then name this as week 5. Okay, so you can have a progressive files accordingly. Okay, so with that week 5, we're going to open our Adobe Dreamweaver, opens, search back your file called week 5, and then open the index file. Okay, so this is the codes that we have right now, and if you look into the file, okay, which is the one that you have created with Adobe Photoshop, you can refer to that file and open that file, and then we can check the design and proceed with the next design. Okay, referring to our design in Adobe Photoshop, you can see, okay, which is the next design. We have a content, okay, and a content over here as well. So these are the two sections that we are going to create today. Okay, that means we're going to position our content using margin. Okay, alright, so first of all, we're going to create the content over here. Okay, so you can see that, okay, it has one div tag, container div tag, one div tag over here, and one div tag over here. Alright, so that's the div tag that we are going to create accordingly. Okay, since it is not there is a new section, so we should input our div tag outside of the header. Okay, outside of the header, so we can put it over here, and then click on insert, insert div with a class name called section 1. Okay, easier for us to identify which section it is. Okay, so section 1, so inside the section 1 you will have a another div tag, which is the one that contain this area over here, which is called a section 1 underscore container. Okay, so that all our content will be inside this container. So I'm going to delete this additional content. Okay, just to bring it down a little bit. Okay, once we created the section 1, so inside here there will be two content, 1 and 2. Okay, so we're going to create the div tag for section 1 underscore content 1. Okay, alright, so underscore content 1. So inside here, inside this box, first we insert this content, just the right foot, so there will be falls under a header. So I am going to choose H3, and then you can copy the content from Adobe Photoshop, which is here. Okay, you can copy from there and paste it inside H3. Okay, so H3, just the right foot, and then after that there will be a design elements underneath there. Okay, so design elements, it should be we put the image accordingly. So image, section 1 divider. Okay, click over there, input section 1 divider. Okay, so still in the section 1 container. Alright, so still in section 1 content 1. Okay, I'm going to input the paragraph. Okay, and then copy the entire paragraph from here, from your Photoshop file, the one that you have designed accordingly. Paste it, and then lastly should be the image of the chef. Okay, so image, search for section 1 chef. Okay, so now we have all our content in our HTML. We can just quickly check what we have done previously. Quickly check our week 5 folder, and then right click, open with Google Chrome. Okay, so there you go, you already place all your content in HTML. So after that we can design using CSS. And first of all, we're going to make adjustments towards section 1. Okay, apply the CSS for section 1, click on CSS designer. Okay, I'm just going to highlight the selector. We're going to add a selector by selecting section 1. Click over there, section 1, and then first of all, the width should be a 100 pixel. Okay, height, width is 100%, height is 700 pixel. This is according to the size of the background that we have exported into JPEG. Okay, so scroll down until you see a background. Okay, where is background? Okay, and then select the background of section 1 background over there, click OK, and then make sure your background position center. Alright, so for now, background repeat, make sure there is no repeat background, no repeats. Okay, only one background size, background attachment should be fine. So if you save our file and preview on the browser from here, we refresh, there you go, you will be able to create put the background in the browser. Okay, so we're going to make adjustments towards the content over here. Okay, and place our content accordingly. Okay, for the next section is we going to set up section 1 container. Okay, so within that section 1 container, okay, so what you can do over here is you can look, set the width for 940, height 710, and then at the margin you can set it as auto, left and right auto as well. So with that setting, it will place your section 1 container in the middle of your website. Okay, so for the next section is section 1 content. Okay, so select, click on the selector, section 1 content. Alright, so the width should be a 250 pixels. And then the height, the measurement is based on the column measurement that we already discussed, 500. Okay, so if you look, currently it sits on the left, so we should apply a float left. and then from the float left we can put a measurement of 30 pixels from the top, and then 140 pixel 140 pixel from the top and 30 pixel on the left. So by right, if we save our file, so preview, it should look like this. Okay, so now we have nicely placed the content accordingly. Okay, so we're going to make adjustment towards the alignment of the content. So still in section 1 content, okay, you can click on text, text align, you can put center. Okay, so it will save file, and then you can make adjustment. Okay, so it's at the center. Okay, maybe some spacings, we can do adjustment for that spacings. Okay, so for that spacing we can include section 1 H3 like that. So some spacings from the margin from the top, 20 pixels. Okay, and then IMG, section 1 IMG, so you put over there 20 pixel as well. And then lastly, the paragraph, you can put over there 20 pixel as well to get some alignment. Okay, save as, save all, and then we see from here, then we can get some alignments towards our content. Okay, so some spacings on top of the all section. Okay, so we look, everything should be moved accordingly. Okay, so we already make our section nicely placed like this. Okay, so we're going to include the image that you see, which is the stick on the right. So you can create another div tag, still in section 1 container, so should be underneath here. Okay, so insert div, call section 1 underscore content 2. Alright, so within this content 2, delete the container presets tags. Okay, so input image, the section dish. Okay, click on image, click on section dish. Okay, so that is the size, that is the image that we're going to put. Okay, we're going to make adjustment with our CSS. So CSS designer, section to content. Okay, so from here, make adjustments to the width and layouts, which is 621, the width 621, and then the height is 623, and 623 pixels. Okay, so since it's on the right, you should click float right. Okay, and then we'll check our adjustment file, save all, and then from here, okay, voila, we have our content accordingly. So maybe we need some margin over there, so it plays nicely. So you still in section 1 content 2, you can apply some margin, which is okay, 40 pixels. Save all. Okay, still not enough, and then we can add a little bit more. Okay, section 1 is section 1 content 2. Okay, 100 pixel. Okay, so is it bring it down good enough? Okay, save all, preview our file. Okay, voila, so should be on 100 pixels of margin from the top, and then you can get a nice alignment, your content side by side like this. Okay, so for the next section, we can see that okay, we have done this area. So this area over there, where they have a box and a content. So basically it's similar like this. Okay, so it's just that we need to make adjustment towards the margin, different margin properties. Okay, so it will be outside of section 1 over there. So inserts, so this should be a section 2. Okay, so section 2, you have a section 2 underscore container. Okay, so within the container you will have a one content over there. Okay, so one content you can put over there, section 2 content. Alright, so inside the content we're going to have a h3 calls a find ingredients. So I'm just going to copy from the text from Photoshop. Oh, sorry, my Photoshop has been quit. So I'm just going to type for myself over there while the Photoshop is opening. So find ingredients, and then underneath the find ingredients you should have a divider. So we're going to borrow divider from section 1 divider since it's the same. Alright, so section 1 divider, see, and then the paragraph should be from Adobe Photoshop. So you just copy and paste the paragraph from the content that you have done previously. Okay, so from there, paragraph, just going to paste it. Okay, so save all. We see our content. From here, by right, you should have another refresh our content over here. Alright, so once we have the content, then we can make the style using CSS. Okay, so once we already have our content accordingly, so we can set up the CSS file. So start with section 2, CSS designer. Okay, so section 2, and then section 2 width and height should be, the width should be 100%, height according to the image, background image is 800. Okay, so we can put a background image over there, background URL. So section 2, which is this one, okay, section 2 background. Okay, select. Okay, so it should be wrongly typed it. Width is height with 800 pixels. Okay, 800%. Okay. Okay, section 2, which is the background. So I'm just going to check. Okay, background position, center. This one should be center as well, and a background repeat, no repeats, and then save our file, and then preview our file over there. Okay, yeah, there you have it. You have a content and a background space. Now we're going to make adjustments towards the box over here. Okay, so for the background over there will be falls under section 2 content. Sorry, we set this section 2 container first. Okay, section 2 container, which is going to be width of 940 pixels, 940 pixels, and then height is 800 pixels. Okay, and then with the margin to be in the center is auto, right, auto. Okay, so from here you can save all, preview your file. Okay, your content is in the middle. Okay, so the next adjustment should be on section 2 layers. Okay, so section 2 division, so click over there, section 2 content. Right, so section 2 content, the width should be around 380 pixels, and then height is 300 pixels. Okay, so since it is going to be on the right, okay, on the right should be float right with some adjustment towards the margin. From the top, 200 pixel. From the left is 90 pixel. So we check first. Okay, so from here we refresh. Okay, what did I do wrong over there? Section 1 content, section 1 content, section 2 content. Oh, the diff. I wrongly placed the diff over there, so by right the diff should be underneath here. Okay, see how easy it is. Adobe CC help me to identify the problem that I have made by just clicking, so I would know where is my boxes is located. Okay, so that is the one of the specialty for Adobe Dreamweaver CC. So from here I know that my mistake, so okay, able to fix it accordingly. Okay, so we need a color in the background. So in the background color, okay, which is going to be black RGBA, and then make sure you make adjustments to point here to 0.5. okay, 0.5 for opacity. Okay, so save all, preview. Okay, so you have a 0.5 opacity. So we're going to make some adjustments because all the content are right at the line of the box. So adjustment for that should be under padding. Padding should be over here. So padding. Okay, so I'm going to set padding to 20 pixels. Okay, so everything is nicely placed, and going to make the text alignment in the middle. Okay, so yes, so from there you can see that. Okay, so it is nicely placed. We just need some color so we can see it properly. So still you can make adjustments toward the text color, which is white. Enter, save all. Okay, so you have a white color, and then make some adjustments towards the margin top for each and every component over here. For example, IMG. Okay, and then you can make margin top 20 pixels. Okay, give a bit of space. This one as well. Okay, content IMG. Okay, done. And then another one is P. Okay, this one. Okay, which is 20 pixels as well. Okay, so if you save all, from here you will have nicely content develops like that. Okay, I'm just going to check this one. P 20 pixel. Okay, so if I save all, okay, so from here, okay, so I have a nice adjustments towards my content. Okay, so there you have it, how you want to make a placement using a margin of your content. So I want you guys to try to complete the segment. For example, you have another one down here. Okay, So I want you guys to try to do this on your own. Okay, basically it's the same process, same step, it just different values in terms of the margin that you put. Okay, so I hope you give it a try and zip your file and submit in the segment below. Okay, have a good try.